Meanwhile, Donald Trump will give his first ever commencement speech as President of the United States at Liberty University in the month of May.
Joining us now is the man who extended that invitation, Jerry Falwell, Jr., the president of Liberty University. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Good to have you here on the show. So why did you decide to extend that invitation to the president?
You know, Notre Dame has traditionally had all the new presidents in the last few decades speak at their commencement, and Liberty has always aspired since its founding to be, for evangelical Christians, what Notre Dame is for Catholics, a world-class university. And there were protests there, and I don't know if the protests are why they didn't invite the president, but we benefited from that, and we invited President Trump, and we're proud to have a U.S. sitting president, his first commencement as president. And our whole community is excited, whether they agree with his politics or not. They're thrilled to have the president.
Sure. Jerry, what was it about Donald Trump a year or two ago that caught your eye where you said, you know what, that guy is saying all the right stuff?
It's just that he was a businessman and he was no nonsense. And I had watched Republican politicians for decades who were very smooth on the stump and very polished. But when it came down to doing what they promised, they went another direction. And I was tired of that. I didn't think Donald Trump may not have been 100%, you know, on all the conservative issues. He's ended up there now, but at that time he wasn't. But at least he was honest. And I like the fact that he made mistakes and that he said things that maybe were not politically correct and maybe weren't, you know, as polished and smooth. To me, that showed that he was a real person, and I loved the way he was so personable and loved people, the average man, and I just knew that somebody who loved people, the American people, that much would eventually come down on the right side of all the political issues once he learned about politics.
Now, obviously, he was thrilled. He loves Liberty University. He said that many times, and he said this after you invited him. He accepted, said, I look forward to speaking to this amazing group of students on such a momentous occasion. Our children truly are the future, and I look forward to celebrating the success of the graduating class, as well as sharing lessons as they embark on their their chapter and full of hope, faith, optimism, and a passion for life. Now, I also understand that there's an executive order that people in the religious community want done, correct? And that's still on the president's desk.
The Johnson Amendment? Or? Yeah. I think that's important. It's not just for churches, but for universities, all nonprofits, and to have the political free speech. And I think there would need to be limits, though, on what those churches and nonprofits could spend on any kind of political activity. Some small amount of their gross revenue, maybe 5% or less, to make sure that those organizations don't become political action committees. I don't know if anybody's discussed that yet, but at least if there was some small, if the leaders of those organizations had political free speech, I think it would be I think it's un-American that they don't right now. It's only been that way since Lyndon Johnson had the Johnson Amendment passed in 1954. And I think it's high time that we give back nonprofits their political free speech.
All right. He's the president of Liberty University, Jerry Falwell, Jr. Jerry, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Today.
God bless you and all those students.
Our commencement is really a spectacle because 80% of the 18,000 graduates are online students from all over the country, adults.
I didn't know
and we had
that.
38,000 there last year in attendance. This year, I think it'll be more. But I hope you'll come join us, Brian.
Absolutely. If we used to line up that interview with your commencement speaker, that would be even more enticing.